Gonna be like the life of Chidi. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Dusty Mac, and thank you for joining me on this Good Place reaction series. Today, we are continuing off with our favorite show about some heavenly hosts, and, well, now it might not be any hosts whatsoever, because good news, bad news scenario from the last episode is they won their case from the judge. The bad news is, though, her ruling means that the point system is completely messed up, so she decided that she's going to start back from scratch and just reboot the entire universe. And to stop that, Janet stole the machine, or the button that makes that happen. I'm always used to like putting my hand back over here to make sure it's on camera, but now I got this wider area. But to make that not happen, and she hid it in the voids of every single Janet in existence, so that they could wake up Chidi and see if he could possibly come up with a way to talk the judge down or come up with a better point system overall. So that's where we are, and I really just want to see where we get. So if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner over there. I haven't done this in a while because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, right now you can go watch the series finale of The Good Place, as well as some patron exclusive movies, series, and polls. So if any of that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here at some point. And yeah, I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode of The Good Place. This one is season 4, episode 9. Let's do it.
Not in this, Janet. Do it.
It's not that
Wake him
easy.
up.
His psyche is like a giant bowl of M&M peak chili.
I wonder if Michael actually made that.
Here we go.
What?
Now he just needs a name.
How about Chidi?
That was a very simple and quick decision making from his father.
Or would you like a different name?
Is this gonna be like the life of Chidi? A little bit of light reading there, Chidi.
I have a presentation, approximately 55 minutes. Let's begin, shall we? In conclusion, stay married. They're happy again, Uzo. If you just read enough books and think hard enough, you can figure out the answer to any question. Where to sit, back by the pencil sharpener, or by the door to get a nice breeze.
Now you're
Oh, no.
now you're realizing the fun of variables. How did you even spill that? You were literally holding onto it standing still.
Oh, I'm so excited for them to meet you.
And I'm excited to find out how you got this way.
Got this way?
He's told us so much about your thesis on Kant.
Can't wait to read her thesis on won't.
Professor Lindemann was a fool to abandon Chidi. One day he will solve the world's biggest problems.
Has Chidi always been so thoughtful?
That's a nice way to put it, isn't it?
Emeka and I were going through a rough patch. Chidi comes in with a 1-hour lecture.
And all these years later, here we still are.
It's the reason I got into philosophy.
But I'd argue that theoretical physics presents bigger questions than philosophy.
Do you really think that? Should I switch?
Uh-oh.
We have to break up.
Wait, what? Why?
Why are we together?
You like Kant? I like Kant?
We're not a book group.
We're not a book group.
What else is a relationship then, if not for a book group?
Feelings? Do you have any of those?
Of course, I will show you
Just gonna show you all.
how Kant refuted most
I
of
was gonna try to make a joke, but no, he just went straight to a book. I thought you were gonna like passionately throw her up against that well-placed whirlpool refrigerator, but
Till I had to read this, I had a will to live.
I'll re-outline the middle chapters.
No, Chidi, you can't answer every question. So, what do you care about?
All of it, equally.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut! The greatest works of moral philosophy make an argument about how the world ought to be.
I'm going to go home and continue working on this longer paper.
Shut up!
I was gonna say, I hope he doesn't throw that book at him because that would kill him.
She was brilliant and funny. I thought,
Still wearing them boots, huh, Chidi?
ideally, one answer to impress them both.
It is literally impossible to be your friend. You're incapable of making a single decision.
I know this is where he dies. If you want to test your theories out, Chidi, what you should probably do is try to reason your way out of not having to wear those boots while not hurting your friend or making yourself suffer, because those boots are as awful today as they were in like season 1, dude. Just Just throwing that out there.
What's the harm in taking a few extra minutes to...
That.
Chidi, come on in. Unless you'd be more comfortable out here.
This is evil Michael, right?
Fridge chooses your breakfast for you.
Oatmeal and almond milk.
Just knows what you want.
I would love that.
Janet knows all the answers. Ask her anything.
Which answer do I want? Something profound, obviously, or maybe I should start small.
It's literally a question. You can ask all the questions.
I can't.
Oh, Michael loved
What's
it.
the biggest fish?
The whale shark.
You didn't know that?
I'll have better questions later. Is there like a...
Soulmate. Every person has one perfect match. Her name's Eleanor.
Remember this?
Yeah,
Just
it was 8 minutes ago.
I used to hate, actually I still do, I hate compilation episodes where it just shows past moments from episodes. But this one's a lot different because they're doing it, but they're still making it part of the current episode. That's awesome.
Here's the thing with stuff. Sometimes you just gotta hook a Molotov at a drone and see what happens.
Drone blows up.
Usually, where I'm from, most things blow up eventually. When something dope comes along, lock it down.
I don't think I'll ever be the kind of person who just acts. Even with eternity to try, I just don't think that can happen.
I never thought I'd ever be able to get married. Thought I was too old. I'm infinity. But strange.
Talk about a cradle robber there, Janet.
We figured it out once. We can do it again. Because you know what?
Yeah, basic.
This is your soulmate, Solomacina, Tahani, Karen.
Really? This is my soulmate.
His name's Socks.
The answer I've been looking for.
That kid's like, ah.
You don't bring knives to game night. Who does that?
The prepared.
Esmeralda, it's your turn.
Seas of blood. 1,000 years of darkness. Fire and blood! You fool. It was birthday parties.
Birthday parties?
Something tells me that's not his ideal soulmate.
You and Eleanor made a good pair through that round of charades.
I thought she would call it charades.
How do you have the confidence to just take charge?
The confidence comes from failure.
You know,
Remind
this
me to
feels
tell you
like
someday about
fate,
Timothy
almost.
Chalamet's bar mitzvah.
You
But
mean Wonka? It's like Chidi had to live through all this experience, and now he's reliving it, like cramming before a final. It's almost like he had to go through all that to get to this moment. That's what I kind of feel. So when he wakes up, he's actually going to be ready for it, you know?
Esmeralda must be wondering where her soulmate is.
And sometimes I think her ravens are her real soulmate. I'm not kidding. Sexually charged. Anyway, is all it... Why did you...
Because I wanted to.
I have a soulmate.
You're not into her at all.
That story I told you about my parents?
Yeah, I don't think that story is as cute as you think it is.
Did they stay together just so they didn't traumatize him?
That's too much to put on an 8-year-old.
And that might have put him down that road. Too many variables.
Living that way led me to philosophy. Sure, I was the youngest person with a stress-induced ulcer, but I got into the good place. So,
Jesus.
Kiss rescinded. We'll just study. Oh, sorry you got an actual human being instead of your true soulmate, a library cart full of damn saltines.
Damn saltines.
I don't know what I did to deserve you.
I'm all yours till something better comes along.
Like
You've
Stone
pretty
Cold
much
Steve
topped out.
Austin and...
Woof, you want my help with philosophy? What do you need? I need someone to guide me, and I need it to be you. I'm in love with you again. For hundreds of times. We can do it again.
You sure you want to do this?
Finally make up my mind about one damn thing and you try to talk me out of it?
Is he going to wake him up after this moment so he's not going to remember the actual last year, the trial?
Soulmates aren't real, are they?
I don't think so. I knew what you expected to find. A magic blackboard.
That anticipates your lesson flow. That's the dream.
I think that's called ChatGPT now.
If soulmates do exist, they're not found. They're made. People meet, they get a good feeling, and with enough time, two people become one thing, like your parents.
I like that.
It convinced them to go to counseling.
I never knew they went to counseling.
Yeah, kids are idiots. They knew half the stuff they're supposed to.
So, okay, so they didn't just stay together for Chidi. They stayed together because of Chidi.
Can you give me a second?
This is something we didn't see.
Janet?
Hey there.
I don't know if I'll see you again.
This is what Eleanor did.
Can you get this back to me?
Of course.
I'm ready.
What did he write down? Something like, trust Eleanor or something?
Welcome back.
Did you break him?
So, for the past 300 years, have I been super annoying?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Yes.
thank you, all of you,
Jason.
for everything you've done.
That's what you gotta love about Jason. You know, he's always honest with you. Sometimes brutally.
1 hour to create an entirely new afterlife and also save all of humanity.
Eleanor, this kind of thing doesn't have just one answer. Hey, Janet, can I have my note?
You're not gonna make me like tear up and then just stop the episode right there. There is no answer. Eleanor is the answer. That's awesome. But what a way to cut through the motion of that scene, damn it. Alright everybody, this was The Good Place, Season 4, Episode 9, and I still got a tear in my eye, damn it. This was such a good episode where they're gonna wake up Chidi, and that whole episode took place within that millisecond of Michael snapping his fingers to wake him up, where he lived through his entire existence again, almost like your life flashing before your eyes. His life literally went by in the blink of an eye again, even his afterlives. So he had all that time once again to experience and to learn from. And all this time, you know, we're waiting for Chidi to wake up, and we don't expect him to have an answer because obviously he's not going to be like, okay, point system, point system, point system. But he wakes up almost instantly and is like, I need to see that paper. So he had all his memories. I like how he said it was the best writing he ever did. Just on a single sheet of paper, there is no answer. That was specifically in quotes. There's no single answer. And then Eleanor is the answer without quotes. So I think what that means is he's trying to say that there's no one answer for everything. You have to find your answer. That just like what he was talking about with Michael. That's exactly what it was. Fantastic episode. This might have been my favorite like character-driven episode of the series so far. I know there's a lot of episodes that like follow people, but this one just, knowing what we've gone through with these characters and what Chidi had to go through again, it just felt so good to see him just waking up still fully in love with Eleanor and just knowing that that's his answer for everything. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode and the answer? You gotta let me know in the comment box down below. And remember, if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner over there. I haven't done this in a while because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and barely stream. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, right now you can go watch the series finale of The Good Place, as well as some patron exclusive movies, series, and polls. So if any of that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here at some point. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. So thank you so very much for joining me. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're gonna go outside, wear that mask, don't be an ass, and I will see you all next week for some more The Good Place. Take it easy, guys.
Kids are idiots.